Is Victoria Moses. She's a third-year doctoral student from the School of Anthropology, College of Social Behavioral Sciences. She's on the stage right now, so please welcome her.
Sweaty, muddy, and anxious best describes my amazing summer excavating in downtown Rome. We were searching for one of the city's earliest temples. As we descended, dirty water from the Tiber flowed over our boots, and our water pumps struggled to keep the trench clear. Our tensions were high. Had we chosen the right spot to excavate, would the walls collapse on us if we went much further? Finally, we found it. The ancient walls of the Roman temple at Sant'Omobono. This temple contains the earliest evidence of Rome's first religious practices. While the other archaeologists fawned over fragments of temple sculpture and tiny, perfect ceramic vessels, I was hyperventilating over a different material. Animal bones. We had uncovered the jumbled remains of animal sacrifice at the site. The human and animal world have always been intertwined, providing not only food for body, but also food for thought. I am a zooarchaeologist. I study animal remains from archaeological sites to understand the connection between human and animal. To get to such a big topic, I start with tiny fragments of bone. I look at each piece, investigating for evidence such as type of animal, age of death, burning, and butchery. Most of the animals sacrificed at the site were dietary staples: sheep, goat, cattle, pig. However, young dogs were also ritually killed. My findings indicate that while most of the sacrifice was intended to return a share of bounty to the gods, puppies were sacrificed to ward off disaster. This is based on the bones themselves, other artifacts, anthropological theory, and the writings of ancient authors. Also among the finds were dice carved from sheep knuckle bones that acted as a sort of Roman magic 8-ball. Ask the gods a question, throw the dice, and the orientation will tell you the answer. The pieces I found are some of the earliest evidence for this practice in all of Italy. So why does this research matter to us? Well, if Americans get riled up over three things, it's our pets, our diet, and our religion. How we should treat animals, how we should eat, how we should worship. These are subjects that evoke such an emotional response that we can't even get into a discussion about them. All three of these contentious topics come together at my site. My work lets us talk about sensitive subjects through the lens of the Romans. Separated by thousands of years, the people I study give us a safe space to talk about these topics. As Americans, we've emulated the Romans in many ways: our law, government, wine consumption, and yet we're clearly very different. I mean, puppy sacrifice was commonplace for the Romans, whereas for us, that's an early sign of a future sociopath. My work lets us talk about our differences, respect the past, and better understand ourselves. Thank you.